Hello guys. In this video we are gonna take a closer look at the AK-47. We'll be testing the recoil of the AK-47 on full auto. After that, we'll test how much of a difference crouching does to the full auto spray. We are also gonna find out which muzzle attachment to use if you want to tap with the AK-47. Okay, let's begin. The first thing we'll be testing is the recoil while spraying, starting with no muzzle attachment equipped. Now with the flash hider, and with the compensator, and now the AK with the suppressor equipped. Now we'll compare the different sprays. First of all, we can see that the flash hider and the compensator reduces the vertical recoil, but we can also see that it reduces the horizontal recoil. Therefore, the obvious choice would be the compensator when you want to spray, but the flash hider doesn't fall that much behind, because the horizontal recoil reduction on the flash hider and the compensator is identical. Now we'll see how much of a difference crouching does to the recoil, starting with no muzzle attachment equipped. Now with the flash hider, and with the compensator, and now the AK with the suppressor equipped. Just like before, we'll compare the four sprays. Again, we can see the flash hider and compensator reducing the vertical recoil, but they don't really seem to reduce any horizontal recoil when crouched. Now we can compare the sprays from standing and the sprays from crouching. The first thing we see is that the horizontal recoil is reduced a lot when crouching. You can even see that the horizontal recoil on the AK with no muzzle attachment equipped and crouched is pretty much the same as the AK with a compensator while standing. But it's not only the horizontal recoil that gets reduced. The vertical recoil gets reduced about 20% when crouching. With these blue lines you can see the difference between standing and crouching when having a suppressor equipped or with no muzzle attachment at all equipped. These green lines show you the difference on the flash hider, and these pink lines show you the difference on the compensator. Now we'll test what muzzle attachment you should use if you want to use the AK as a DMR on long range tapping, starting with no muzzle attachment equipped. And for your information, in this test I am 73 meters away from this box. For each bullet, I've marked how high the scope jumps when shooting and where it lands after we shot. I am doing this 10 times with each attachment. Now I'll do the exact same thing with the other attachments. Here you can see how inaccurate the AK is, even on a distance of 73 meters. Now we can compare the information we just got. Here we want all the dots to be as close to each other as possible. As you can see, in this game they're generally all pretty close to each other, but we can see that the flash hider does it best. But because we only fired 10 bullets with each attachment, it is possible that the 10 bullets with the flash hider was just a coincidence. Talking about tapping on long range, we'll now test how much the AK is flashing when shooting. This is very important, because the flash of a weapon is many times the reason you get spotted by the enemy. So let's see which muzzle attachment reduces the flash the most. Starting with no muzzle attachment equipped. Now with the flash hider. And with the compensator. And now with the suppressor. Now we can compare the flashes. We can see that the AK without any attachments is really easy to spot in the distance. But if you equip a flash hider, it reduces the flash, and therefore makes it harder for your enemy to spot you. Equipping a compensator doesn't reduce the flash on the AK at all, and if you equip a suppressor, there's close to no flash on the AK. After I tested that, I went in the game and measured the audible range of the AK. The audible range of the AK without a suppressor equipped is around 600 meters, but with the suppressor equipped, it's about 400 meters. So, what did we learn in this video? Well, we found out that if we want to use the AK for spraying, the optimal muzzle attachment is gonna be the compensator. But we also found out that when you spray, you should crouch if possible, because it reduces the recoil about 20%. If you want to use the AK-47 on a distance, you have two choices. If you don't care about people spotting you from the flash of your weapon, I recommend you use the flash hider, because the results from our test showed us that the flash hider performed as the best muzzle attachment when tapping. But if you do care about people spotting you, I recommend you use the suppressor. Even though the suppressor don't reduce the jump at all when you shoot, it really reduces the flash of the weapon. And the last thing we learned was that the audible range on the AK is about 600 meters without a suppressor, and 400 meters with a suppressor equipped. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it'll help you perform better with the AK in the game. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching.